from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, September 15th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. The Banks Township supervisors held their monthly meeting last night. Concerned residents came out to discuss the mine fire that has been hindering their neighborhoods over the past few months. We spoke with Supervisor Joe Clark on the matter.
I went to the federal status. There is no money.
We try to keep updated the residents because they've been really patient. I got to give them credit because the smell has been atrocious. In touch with DEP. The drilling is ongoing. They hope to finish it. If it isn't finished now, hope to finish it this week. Sit down, evaluate what they found. A meeting between Harrisburg and Washington. And once the plan of attack is decided upon, there will be a public information meeting here at the Tresco Fire Company to inform the residents of Banks Township what the plan is. Hopefully it'll be sometime before the end of November that the plan will be in place and they'll start to try to put that fire out.
Changes were also made to the burn ordinance and will be approved at next month's meeting. The budget will be on the agenda for November, as well as plans for snow parking bans. The next Banks Township meeting is scheduled for Monday, October 12th at the Tresco Fire Company. A holdup at the Turkey Hill on Cary Avenue in South Wilkes-Barre last night. Just before 11 o'clock, a man walked in and pulled a knife on the clerk, demanding money. He got off with an undisclosed amount of it and was last seen running in the direction of Hanover Township. No one was injured. The suspect is described as a white male in blue jeans and a blue jacket. He had a piece of clothing covering his face. Anyone with information is asked to call city police. It's now 11 days that a man from a Wilkes-Barre assisted living center is missing. 78-year-old Andy Walgo was last seen at the Riverview Ridge Center on Courtright Street on September 4th. Walgo is white, about 5 feet 3 inches tall, 160 pounds, with balding brown hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a blue t-shirt, gray sweatpants, and using a blue walker. He's been listed as a missing person in the FBI's National Crime Information Center database. Walgo is a former Plains Township commissioner and Pennsylvania Turnpike worker. Investigators have not released details about the search for him. The Wilkes-Barre Area School District may use modular classrooms for Coughlin High School students when it is closed for demolition. About 500 Coughlin 9th and 10th graders will move to the former Mackin Elementary School after renovations are done there in November or December. The 11th and 12th grades will stay at the Coughlin Annex through the end of the school year when the old building closes. But the board is trying to figure out where to put the 11th and 12th graders when the district starts demolishing Coughlin. One option is putting modular classrooms at Solomon Plains Elementary Junior High School. The decision to merge Coughlin and Myers continues to get a lot of talk. During Monday night's 3-hour board meeting, a list of people criticized the decision. The state Senate returns to work this week and will begin working on a stopgap budget. That stopgap budget would drive about a third of the funding that was included in the legislature passed $30.2 billion budget, which Wolf vetoed and would cover about 3 months of Commonwealth operations. It would provide temporary relief to financially strapped social service agencies and school districts that have laid off staff and some services and put off paying bills while awaiting a state budget. A simple majority is needed for passage, which would send the bill to the House. The House returns to session Monday and plans to begin its consideration of the stopgap proposal immediately. There was a brief meeting between Governor Wolf and legislative leaders Monday morning, but no progress on the budget was reported. Membership in the state's largest teachers union has dropped 6.5% in the past 4 years. The Pennsylvania State Education Association's membership declined by over 12,000, according to the Department of Labor Statistics. PSEA membership now stands at 179,499 members. The Labor Department reports the number of agency fee payers, that is teachers who are not union members but have to pay a fee anyway, was up to 5,662 in 2014. That's up from 5,314 in 2011. Under a 1988 state law, teacher unions are allowed to require teachers who opt out of membership to pay a fee to compensate the unions for benefits they receive from collective bargaining. The 37th Annual Fun Fest Parade was this weekend, and WYLN will rebroadcast Sunday's parade in its entirety. The broadcast times for the parade are up on your screen right now. The first rebroadcast is Wednesday, September 16th at 12 noon. It will air a total of 6 times before the end of the month, so mark your calendars and make sure to set those DVRs. Well, if you watch us over the air, you already know that WYLN has upgraded to a fully digital signal. What you may not know is that with these new facilities, WYLN now reaches more of northeastern and central Pennsylvania than ever before. With thousands of dollars invested in new transmitters and towers, Hazleton viewers may now view us crystal clear on channel 35.1. And now in the Berwick area, watch WYLN on channel 47.1. Or in the area's newest station in Williamsport on channel 9.1. This is a major investment by the Gans family, owners of WYLN, to better serve our communities. Of course, WYLN is still available on many local cable companies as well. There's some sad news in the world of broadcasting this evening. A legendary anchor has passed away. Nolan Johannes started his broadcasting career in the early 1960s as a reporter for a Syracuse television station. He then moved on to become an anchor in Buffalo, New York. Johannes then was hired at Newswatch 16 in 1982 and retired from the station in March of 1996. Nolan Johannes was 81 years old. Time now for a first look at our forecast. More blue skies today, but what can we expect for the rest of our work week? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbachik's in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Well, definitely looking pretty nice over the next couple of days. You can clearly see it on satellite and radar there. Just nothing to show you across the Northeast from Pennsylvania through Maryland, through Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, Illinois. And the list goes on. I think you get the point at this point in time. And again, no precipitation. It continues to be dry. The only thing we're seeing is some of that early morning fog. So we'll wake up to some early morning fog for tomorrow morning. But other than that, temperatures, high temperatures, generally in the 70s to near 80 degrees. And that's about where they're holding right now. 75 in New Angola, 81 in Berwick, and 80 degrees in Bloomsburg. So as we progress through the rest of this week, how will the weather change, if at all? I'll be explaining coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, third graders at Heights Terrace Elementary Middle School had a special guest this afternoon, the Hazleton Police Department's newest canine companion. He doesn't have a name yet, and the department has come up with a contest for the children to name him. Find out all the details coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with Meteorologist Joe Garbachik, Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Are you tired of your old car? Independence Toyota SCION in the Airport Beltway in Hazleton has an incredible spring savings deal for you. It's Chris Stash's Cash for Clunkers time. $3,000 minimum pre-owned trade-in allowance. Chris doesn't care if you push that old clunker in, pull that tired old clunker in, get it there any way you can and trade it for a car you'll love to drive. Over 80 pre-owned vehicles are available, all inspected, detailed, and ready to go. Independence Toyota SCION in Hazleton for exceptional service, the best selection of vehicles, and a minimum trade-in allowance of $3,000 for your clunker. Stop in and see Chris and his friendly team today.
One of the largest fairs on the East Coast, the 160th Bloomsburg Fair, September 26th to October 3rd. Enjoy a full lineup of entertainment and great shows. Cinderella carriage rides daily, agricultural displays, competitive livestock shows, the Big Cat Encounter, and sky rides. The fair barns include over 1,400 animals. Always a wide variety of food vendors. Visit us online at bloomsburgfair.com or call 570-784-4949.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Dr. Stacy is on vacation, but we're joined by Lauren, a busy young lady who had some pretty serious health problems, and she's now feeling so much better with good chiropractic care. Her story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
A special member of the Hazleton Police Department paid a visit to Heights Terrace Elementary Middle School today. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more on the story.
Third grade students of the Hazleton Area School District are on a mission, and that is to name the newest canine police dog of the Hazleton Police Department. The contest was inspired by Chief Frank D'Andrea and his own third grade daughter. The effort of the district and the police is to lay out a good foundation to the young students of our area.
We are trying to engage the youth of our community to keep them away from bad. We recognize that gangs recruit children in as low as 5th and 4th grade. So this contest, which was hatched by myself and my third grade daughter, has come up with the idea of naming the new Hazleton Police Canine.
Hundreds of children throughout the district were asked to participate in the contest.
And we have asked through Dr. Butler, 850 third grade students to come up with, draw a picture of a canine in your class and pick a name. Every class, there's 34 third grade classes. Each class is going to select their winner.
The third graders in Mrs. Botley's class at Heights Terrace Elementary and Middle School had the chance to meet with the 11-month-old Black German Shepherd. The name in which the class submitted to the contest was Chase. I spoke with Principal Frank Walton about today's visit.
The contest is a great idea by Chief D'Andrea and Dr. Butler, a way to get the community involved in the naming of the dog. All third graders across the Hazleton Area School District have an opportunity to name it. So it's not just the Hazleton City dog, it's the Hazleton Area School District dog. And at Heights Terrace, we're honored that we were chosen to come and visit our third grade, Mrs. Botley's class. The students were so excited to receive the dog today. So I think we're very receptive to the dog. They were excited yesterday when we chose the class. Today, some of them were a little bit nervous when they saw the dog and how the dog can act as a police dog, but they were excited that a dog got to visit their classroom.
Superintendent Dr. Craig Butler also paid a visit to the classroom. The district welcomed the opportunity to work with the police on this very special project.
What a privilege and honor it is to work in this collaborative effort in naming the new canine. The kids are excited. This is a perfect opportunity for our young children to get to know the police department, and in this case, the new patrol officer, the canine, in a positive regard, and to look at the police department as partners, not as enemies. And it's a great outreach for the community, and the kids are sure excited about it. The teachers are as well. And we just appreciate Chief D'Andrea and his innovative thinking involving the schools in this effort.
The public will have the chance to vote this Saturday, September 19th, at the annual Unity in the Community event at the Hazleton One Community Center. The winner is expected to be announced around 3:30 p.m. So best of luck to all who participated. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast, plus a look at how some area seniors spent their afternoon. Stay tuned. More news is headed your way, including sports, here on WYLN.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed. It's high school football time. Watch WYLN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WYLN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WYLN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WYLN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
Well, Well, a nice day across our area today. We had the sunshine, a few high thin clouds. That's about it. Some early morning fog, low humidity values, and did not have to worry about any precipitation. And tomorrow's weather is going to be a repeat of what we have seen today. So let's get on to the graphic for today. And again, it was a very nice day. A lot of sunshine. Winds have been relatively light. We've had low humidity values, comfortable temperatures, so a great day to be outdoors. Tomorrow will be another great day to be outdoors. Nothing to show you on radar. In fact, it's probably going to be a couple of days till maybe we even see a scattered chance of a shower. That's pretty much about it. This dry weather is going to stick around for quite some time. We're 1 degree under 80 outside our station in Hazleton. And again, the dew point values, 60s, but again, it feels pretty nice when you walk outside. 76 now, Mount Pocono, 81, Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 77 in State College, 80 degrees. In Williamsport, upper 70s, lower 80s, winds relatively light even in the Wyoming Valley area. Setting the stage for a pretty nice evening. But again, as you've noticed, the last couple of evenings have been relatively cool across our area. And again, this trend is going to stick around over the next couple of nights, I think. We're going to continue to see some cool conditions ahead of our area. Skycast precipitation and clouds, we got nothing to show you. Across our region, it's going to continue to remain sunny to mostly sunny over the next few days. No precipitation in sight. Again, it's just going to be a nice couple of days. Notice how cool. 50s tonight, maybe some upper 40s again tomorrow in the 70s. So despite the cool mornings we continue to have, it's going to warm up quite nicely from the sunshine throughout the afternoon hours. And again, Thursday morning, generally temperatures in the 50s to near 60 degrees. So again, tomorrow, a repeat of what we saw today. Kind of get used to it because we're going to see this trend over the next couple of days, and literally no chance of any rain, maybe on Saturday with an scattered chance of a shower, but that pretty much is about it. Extended forecast looking like this. Well, it's almost like I cut and pasted everything right across because that's the weather. That's what it's going to be like the next several days. Even going into early next week. Actually, early next week is going to get a little bit cooler with high temperatures, probably struggling to make it to near 70 degrees. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, a pick 228, the pick 3185, and the pick 49547, and the pick 5 numbers 20962. Treasure hunt numbers 1, 2, 5, 11, and 17. Stick around. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional air times. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns. I got to see here if Coach is smiling. Yeah, there's that smile. That smile tells you that Hazleton area is 1-0. Join us this week on Sports Talk as we talk about their big opening victory against Coughlin. Look ahead to the home opener against Scranton and have much more. So join myself and Coach Brennan for Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football, right here on WYLN.
Senior citizens in West Hazleton were invited to a special lunch this afternoon presented by the borough's Recreation Club. WYLN stopped by and spoke with the Recreation Club about the luncheon and what it means to area seniors. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
One by one, seniors in West Hazelton lined up for a home-cooked meal. The West Hazelton Recreation Board, after months of fundraising, was able to provide a free lunch to senior citizens. Marianne Hill, who is a member of the Rec Club for 25 years, said seniors love coming out and enjoying a meal together.
I like the positive feedback from them, and we enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun. We fundraise all year long. We're beggars, and we like to give back to them too. So we try different things, and this seems to work for us.
West Hazelton Mayor Frank Schmidt says the borough is proud to hold this event for seniors each and every year.
Well, it means a lot. See, we do everything for the children, and we have all Christmas, Halloween party, Easter party, and at the playground party. So this way, we're doing something for the senior citizens. They deserve something, and I'm really happy we're helping them.
Dorothy Flynn of West Hazelton loves coming to the luncheon and enjoys the camaraderie between friends.
Well, since it started, we came here, and it's nice to get out to see the people that we don't see every year. Till once a year, I mean.
If you are interested in joining the Recreation Club, there are plenty of ways to do so.
We're always looking for new members, new ideas, young blood, because we're all getting pretty old. We meet the last Tuesday of the month at Amore Pizza in the back room at 7 o'clock. Or you could talk to the mayor or anybody in the office or see one of us. Kalaga's Garage, you could just talk to any of us.
The Recreation Club holds a luncheon once a year in September. Members will continue to raise the funds throughout the year to keep the traditional luncheon going. In West Hazelton, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazelton's Fun Fest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill Climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Join us this week on Women Today. Our topic is faith and our youth. We'll have two pastors from the Hill City Church, one of which is a very accomplished musician. They're going to talk about how you can make faith accessible to your adolescent. We'll have the Simply Homebrew Wine of the Week. We'll cook with Kathy. We'll have another great giveaway. And wait till you find out who our Woman on the Move is. That's all coming up this week on Women Today. Join us.
Tonight we unveil the newest version of our high school football power rankings. Only 2 weeks in, so you have to be undefeated to be included in the top 7. So North Schuylkill out, and despite 2-0 records, Myers and Williamsport sit outside. Number 7, Lake Lehman has outscored opponents 65-14 through 2 weeks with a dominant ground game. Joey Vigil tallied 282 yards in week 1, with Nick Urey piling on over 200 rushing yards in week 2. Number 6, Marian Catholic, another team that hasn't allowed more than a touchdown through the early part of the season. The Colts showcase a balanced attack on offense with Ethan Kaczynski at quarterback and KJ Snur at tailback. Jim Thorpe with a point to prove in 2015. They are our number 5 team after crushing both Minersville and Shenandoah Valley, winning those contests by an average of 36 points per game. The Olympians will be tested with Tamaqua in week 3. Berwick aiming to make George Curry's final season a special one. The Dogs number 4 after avenging 2 2014 losses to Crestwood and shutting out Pottsville. In the 3 spot, Lehighton. The Indians have proven they can dominate smaller schools, but the next 2 weeks will bring North Schuylkill and our number 2 team, which should reveal the squad's true identity. The identity of that number 2 team, Blue Mountain. The Eagles submitted a road upset last week, knocking off defending league champ North Schuylkill. Blue Mountain, very impressive after having to replace a ton of talent from last year's Eastern Conference Championship team. And number 1 for the second straight week is Wyoming Valley West. The Spartans just solid across the field and got some revenge of their own against Delaware Valley, who beat them twice last year. Hazleton out of the rankings and now prepare to face Delaware Valley in Week 3. Before their matchup with the Warriors, Cougars coach Mike Brennan took a look back on the loss to Scranton on Sports Talk with Marty Burns.
And also some of the things that hurt you was defensively. It seemed like they had a couple of big third and long plays that they were able to capitalize on.
Yes, the bottom line is they made some plays during the course of the night and we didn't, on both sides of the ball. And that's just, if you want to win a football game against a good opponent like Scranton, you have to play a little bit better on both sides of the ball. And we just had no answer for some of the things they did on either side of the ball. It was just one of those disappointing nights. And we tell the kids sometimes, you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. And that particular night, we were just soundly outplayed. And hopefully it was a learning experience for our program, and we look forward to Delaware Valley this week.
The newest episode of Sports Talk will debut tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. For additional airtimes, visit our Facebook page at WYLN Press Box. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
Hello. We love Johnny Cash.
The LC Wiltsey Center presents David Stone, the Johnny Cash Experience. September 18th at 7:30 p.m. at the LC Wiltsey Center in Hazleton. Get your tickets for this amazing show at Ticketmaster.com or Boscov's in Hazleton.
I'm Bill Washko. I handle sales at WYLN, and I am at the American Cancer Society Telethon. I do telethons, helping hands, because I like to help the community, the local people, and the dollars that help local people, young and old.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Well, take advantage of this nice weather while it lasts, because what we saw yesterday, what we see today, what we did see today, what we'll see tomorrow, and what we're going to see the following days after that, pretty much is going to be a replica. We're going to continue to see those cool nights. Daytime highs in the 70s to near 80 degrees, so comfortable conditions, low humidity values, and literally no chance of rain for the next several days. So this is what you're going to see as well. Literally nothing on radar. It will continue to remain dry. Now, there's going to be the chance of, again, some of that early morning fog settling up over the next couple of mornings. So if you are traveling, be careful of some of that fog. But very quickly, that will burn away, and we're going to be left with a lot of sunshine heading in our direction. And these numbers, again, will be replicas over the next several days, because we're going to be looking at temperatures in the 70s to near 80 degrees. But enjoy those warmer temperatures, because by early next week, indications are it's going to get a little bit cooler. We may not be getting out of the 60s for daytime highs. So again, tomorrow, hey, it looks great. As long as this area of high pressure continues to remain parked by our area, we'll continue to see lots of sunshine, beautiful conditions, no rainfall. Again, those humidity levels will be very light, as well as the winds. The only thing we'll see is some of that patchy morning fog, I should say. Here's a look at the extended forecast, which you can see for yourself. Not looking too bad. And again, looking nice. Maybe a chance of a shower as we go into our Sunday, but that's pretty much about it. So make the next several days ribbit of a days. I don't know. I had to come up with something. I'm fog. Just minus the R.
I'm just going to ignore that.
I was going to let it go.
That's, yeah.
But it happens.
Sure it does.
What are you going to do? But Friday night still looking pretty good. Maybe, fingers crossed, last
down in the
season.
Anthracite League this week, Panther Valley and Mahanoy area, we get down there outside of Hazleton, and
looking good.
Yeah.
Should be a good matchup.
Fingers crossed it's on. Don't forget, WYLN, 7 p.m. for those game matchups. Proud to bring them every week. And you can check out our Facebook page if you're interested in seeing the Fun Fest parade from this year. All the dates and times are on our Facebook page. Have a good night, everyone.